And welcome once again, guys. I hope I find you well. I hope you've had a good Christmas, and I hope everything is going on okay. So today I did legs, and boy oh boy did I struggle. It was good. I wouldn't want to lie to you, but I think I felt like I was being pushed in the corner. I had to get my I don't know. I don't know. Let me just break it down, and then and I'll tell you where my head space is, and then what I went through and what I'm feeling, and it was leg day, man. I've been thinking about it all day, even all weekend, even yesterday when everybody was celebrating Christmas. Everybody having some food, everybody having a laugh, having a drink, and all that stuff. I was constantly thinking, like, Tuesday, Amy said we're going to train legs. So, I was eating. I made sure I had all my food. I even had extra. I was keeping myself stuffed. You know what I mean? And the day did go. Tuesday, 1 o'clock, we trained legs. And, I felt like I've never been to work. I've had a couple of days rest. And I just thought, what? I should be on fire. I should be on fire. So we started off as usual on the leg extensions, and you know how my relationship is with the leg extensions. We don't see eye to eye, but we just make up and we just get along to get on. But if we were to meet in town, leg extensions and me, we won't be like hanging out in that. No ways. Anyway, so we did 3 warm-up sets as usual, and then the fourth set, right, was a drop set. So what we did today, I think Amy did her drop set first. And as she was doing her drop set, sometimes I just wish, and I just say, I wish it was me. So I get in, I get it done, right? But then, your turn will always come. You know what I mean? My turn will always come. So she finished her drop set, and straight away in my mind, I was like, I wish that was me done, because I think that's the hardest thing for me. I'm constantly thinking about the leg extensions, the pain. I'm constantly thinking about the lactic acid in them quads. When that thing starts burning, it's a different feeling altogether. But anyway, she did a drop set, Amy did a drop set, and then it was my turn to go. And and today, to be honest, there was not much pain. It was no power. There was no much power I could give. So normally, I normally stop. Like I said, I normally stop because of the pain. But today, actually, the pain wasn't there. I was thinking the pain is coming. I mean, it was still there. It was still horrible, but not as intense as it normally is. Not as somebody stabbing you each and every rep. Like you do a rep, you hit a stab. It wasn't like that. It was just, there was no power. I couldn't push anymore. So I ended up doing about 4 drops, I'm sure, because Amy wanted me to not just swing the weight, rep the weight. She wanted me to just control the weight, making sure that I can, because it's different. Soon as somebody says control the weight, it's a different feeling, and we all know this. You can easily let the weight come down really fast and then focus on the upswing motion. But really, when you take both, like you control it down and then you stretch it and then you then extend and then squeeze at the top, oh man, it's just a different feeling. It's just a different feeling altogether. And the pump is amazing, but it also icks a lot out of those legs. So anyway, what we did do is I didn't do partials at the end. I think Amy did partials on her set at the end, but then I didn't do. What she made me do was 21s. So I think it was really light, and but they were burning. They were burning, yes, but there was no power. So I did 21s on the leg extensions, where I did 7 halfway till the top, and then do 7 bottom to halfway, and then I did another 7 full reps, if you know what I mean. So that was pretty tasty, and and soon as we finished that leg extensions, I felt like I'm gonna catch a second wind here. I'm gonna be on fire, and the walk from the leg extensions towards the hack squat is always it's always my legs are really straight. I can't even bend my knees. You know what I mean? I'm walking as if my legs are filled with lead. You know what I mean? The pain wasn't intense, but I just felt like my legs were numb. I felt like, it's like you walk, and maybe this is what they feel when they go to space. You know what I mean? You feel effortless. You feel motionless. You feel, well, I don't know really what I'm on about here, but my legs just felt like they were just giving away at any one point, and the only guarantee for them to not go on me was to keep them really straight. But anyway, it is what it is. So by the time we got to the hack squat, I mean, I think we started with one plate either side. Amy did another plate either side. I think Amy ended a final set. She had two plates, and this is the thing, right? Like I said last week, we're trying not to use our arms. You know, when you place your arms on the hack squat, like the last few weeks, I think I had gone up to like 6.5 plates, and I managed to get 8 reps. But what Amy noticed was, like, you know, when you push up, especially those last few reps when you're trying to eke them out, it seems like you're using your arms, just like shoulder pressing the arms. So, you know, it takes away from the legs, right? Come on. And as much as I want to use my arms to just get the job done, right? I still need to focus on the legs. So that's why we've cut the weight back. So I did like a plate either side. Then I did 2.5 plates for my second set. I mean, we were doing sets of 10 on them. And then I did put 3.25 plates. So that's 3 plates for the 5 either side, kilograms. And I think I managed about 6, 7, 8 reps. I can't really remember because I think I actually failed at the bottom again. But again, I was trying not to use my shoulder press the weight because we had our arms crossed. But if you see, when I'm actually repping the reps out, you can see my elbow traveling up. You know what I mean? Especially when I start to struggle. And that tells you like how much I want to use my arms, or how much I really want to engage my shoulders to help me push the weight. Because as soon as the leg starts failing, why does my elbows come up? Yes, you might say I might be straining or tightening up or bracing harder. But, you know, I'm trying not to do that. Let's try and have those shoulders, just shoulders pinned back, and leave them there. And try not to like shrug up such thing. You know what I mean? So, yeah, you may want to try that. You know, I tried it. It's harder. It makes the movement a lot harder, and you got to control it. I mean, we're controlling it down and coming back up, no momentum, right? It's a lot harder. It's just, and it makes sense, right? If it's harder, we're doing it right. Anything that you do hard, I don't care what it is, right? There's going to be a benefit towards it rather than doing it the easy way. You know what I mean? Within reason, obviously. It depends where you're at. Which is why I think I find myself like, even with the shorts, the videos on YouTube I'm doing now, I'm doing a lot of motivational stuff. And I mean, those videos, the reason why I do them, I like doing them, is like, I'm going through like on the night or whenever I do them. If I see something that really strikes, I think, oh my God, that feels like me. That really gets my mind or my brain engaged, or I feel more motivated, right? You know what I mean? I like to share that with you guys, and I hope it motivates you in the same way. Because I'm not always motivated. I actually struggle. You know, I struggle turning up on leg day, chest day, any day. I'm there. But like when it comes to like leg day, I'm like, I need loads of doses of motivation. And that gets my wheel turning. That gets me to turn up to the gym, because I know once I'm in the gym, once I'm on that leg extensions, it's like there's no option. Either you do it or you don't, you know what I mean? So if you don't, I've got no option. I got to do it. And once I've done it, you know, I'm happy for another 6 more days or something before it comes back around. But the moral of the story is, all of that psych up, all of those short clips, when I listen to them, when I make them, I'm just trying to psych myself up within, you know, I'm trying to get all the fire that I can use to just give me that strong mindset, so that when I'm in that moment of the leg extension moment, I'm really like holding on to my last little bit of energy. I'm like, right, this is it then, you know, this is it, let's go, you know. Yeah, it's really hard. I mean, motivation is really difficult. Some people say you don't need motivation, but I think you need a little bit. You need to be aspired. You need to have different aspiration. You need something to get, just like fire. You need a lighter, right? You need a lighter. You need a match. You know what I mean? To start the fire. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I find motivation is, you know. Anyway, hack squat. I sort of went away. Let me come back to the workout. Yeah, sorry. So yeah. So after the hack squat, we went over and did the leg press. Sorry. And on the leg press again, I ended up doing I think we did 3 sets. First, I think I started with 4 plates. Then I did another one with 5 plates, and then I did another one with, I think it would have been 7 plates, but the red weights are actually like 25s. So I had like 6 of them with a 10. So that's probably about 7 plates in 20s, right? And I managed to do about 6 reps on my top set, right? I think so. And then I thought that was over. Prior to that, Amy, the last 2 weeks actually, when we've done the leg press, she's done their sets because she's injured, by the way, and she's not pushing heavy weight, but she's done a lot of drop sets, and I was expecting her to do a drop set, so she did a drop set from, I think, how many places she had? She had 4 or 5, maybe 4 or 5. I can't really remember. I'll have to watch the video. 4 or 5, and then she did a drop set, and then another drop set. I think she did about 3 or 4 drops. And obviously, I thought that was hers. You know, I wasn't even thinking about anything. I was just thinking like, that's Amy doing a drop set. I'm not doing a drop set. I'm thinking like, I'm gonna go in heavy, hard, one set, get in there, get out. You know what I mean? And happy days. So 7 plates. I think I got about 6 reps or so. And at one point, I thought I was stuck. You know what I mean? So I had to lock it in early because the weight was coming back down. Especially, I think it was 6 rep or 5th rep. I don't know how many reps I got there. I can't really recall. And I thought it was over. I was just about, you know what I mean? Just about to get out the seat. And then Amy was like, right, she's take the 10 off. I'm like, okay. Maybe she's really like, we're going to go and do the next one, get out of here. But no, she took another 10 off. She goes, all right, let's go. I'm like, what you mean? Let's go. So I said, oh yeah, you're in the drop set. And my mind just went mad, you know what I mean? For like a split second, because what it is when it comes to the drop sets, like I'll have to get psyched up, especially like the leg extensions and stuff. I get psyched up, right? But then at that time, there was no time to get psyched up. There was no time. It's just like it's go time. I'm like, oh my God, I need to, I need to tie my shoes or something like that. No, it's time to go. It's time to go. So I kind of like that in a sense because I don't have that build up. Even when she was doing her drop set, it's not going in my head like, oh my God, I'm next. It's almost a sudden like everything is calm. So yeah, she hit me hard. She put me in the corner. She pushed me in the corner. And then obviously, I think I got another 5 or 4 reps or something like that. And then I did another drop and another drop. And yeah, that was crazy that. And I actually liked it because I think I like that, to be sort of like surprised, if you want to call it being a surprise, or like to being tricked, really, because a lot of chatter goes on in my head. And I start overthinking. I make it a lot worse than what it is actually. So I don't really need that, and I can't really find how to shut that up. Everybody's got their ways of doing it, but I just can't do it. And yeah, so if you can sort of surprise me, I'm like, I can't think. You just gotta do, right? And it kind of works. But I have no. You gotta do it so that I don't know that you're doing it. If you know what I mean. That's the way to get me, in a sense, right? If I know you're gonna do it, then I'm gonna think about when you're gonna start doing it. When you're gonna do it. Are you gonna do it on this exercise or no? You just gotta do it when I don't even know. Yeah. So that's what works for me. And I think Amy maybe knows that, or is kinda. I haven't told her that because I don't want to tell her that, so that then it's just like it's gotta come natural, if you know what I mean, from her to surprise me. And if I tell you that I'm gonna surprise you any day, like in the next hour or so, you're gonna be on edge. But if I don't tell you, then I do it, you're gonna be like, oh my God, you know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to say. So the technique on the leg press, actually, I was gonna touch up a little thing, something that I changed, especially on the heavy set. When I was doing the drop set, the set before the drop set, I felt like my back was rounding. Obviously, I'm supported. I'm just laid here, right now in the video. I'm here, right? I'm supported on the chair in the car seat, but my back is not engaged, right? But then what I did on the leg press is I laid on the back like you do, like anybody does. But then instead of just laying back there, I pulled my shoulders back and pulled my stomach in. And also I did have a belt. I did have a belt there too. So my whole back was solid. That made my lower back at ease. Then I can be able to just focus on lifting the weight. But that was really hard to maintain that posture, because then it means I'm concentrating on keeping my backs in a nice posture. At the same time, I gotta focus on pushing the weight. So the exercise becomes a lot more difficult. And I think it's more beneficial too, because then you're looking after your lower back. You're staying safe, right? You gotta stay safe. You gotta stay safe. You gotta stay safe. Did you get that? I couldn't pronounce that properly. But you gotta stay safe. You know what I mean? And then that's the important thing. So that's what I ended up doing, locking that. So you should try that. Everybody should try that. See how you go. And I think it really works really well. And then you can really focus on just driving from the legs rather than just like, bending forward and backwards and then rounding your back, which will give you a back pain. So yeah, there's a top tip for you on the leg press. Don't think that when you lay back there, you're safe. Nah, you can actually get injured on the leg press. So after the drop set, I was like, oh Jesus, Lord, I was, if I could get down on my knees and praying, and can somebody magically get me out of here, like have a prayer, make me disappear, and then come back when my legs are grown, I would have done that. But yeah, we did the pendulum. I thought we were going to do barbell squats, to be honest, today. And she said that no, we're going to hit the pendulum. And the pendulum is my weakest. I feel like that thing is not meant for me. Which brings me to like what I was feeling pretty much the whole workout. I feel like today I've been exposed. My strengths are normally like free weights. I like free weights. Lunging, your squats, your deadlift, your benching. Love that stuff. When it comes to machine stuff, I'm not really great at it. I don't really like it. They're not really my strong point, so I stay away from them. But this is what I've always done before. But then now I'm incorporating a lot of machines, a lot of, because it's more bodybuilding, innit? You gotta feel the muscle, work the muscle and stuff. So, and one of the worst machines ever it's not the worst, it's a good machine actually, but it's just a hard machine to use, which is the pendulum squat. And really, Amy's strong on that one. She's just pure strong, and I don't know why. And I would like to know why, so that I can get stronger too. But it's just a case of it's the reps, right? She's put in more reps than I have, so which is what I need to do. I'm still fresh, fresh. I haven't got a lot of reps in yet. So anyway, what happened there is my legs were done. I felt like I was done. I felt like I had nothing left. I had nothing left to give. But then we started off with 10 either side, 10 reps. I did 10. I managed to force 10, then 15 at the 5 either side, and I managed to do, I think, 9 reps or so. And every time I did the set, my lower back was screaming, my legs were screaming, I was out of breath, my mind was screaming. Everything was just uncomfortable, And then at one point I was like, you know what? I don't really want to be a bodybuilder. I don't really want to grow the legs. I'm just happy the way I am. And I was like, well, this is it. This is where all that motivation, all the stuff that you've been doing, this is right it. You're in the thick of it. And most of the times, I say I want to be something. And then when you're right in the thick of it, you want to back down. And it's natural. It's normal. And at that point, it's just like a 5-second thought that went through my head as I was sat on the floor thinking, this is it. This is it. I don't want this no more. You know what I mean? I want to go home. Mommy, please come get me. But anyway, I ended up doing a 20 either side. I think Amy got 6 reps, and she was just messing with me because she was trying to push me. She was trying to push me in the corner. She says, I've got 6 reps. She could have got more, I think. But then she said, well, yeah, at least you got to get 8. And then obviously, when somebody says that to you, they put you in the corner. They're forcing you in the corner. I was like, I felt bruised. I felt exposed. I felt like all my weaknesses. Basically I felt like I was naked, and somebody says, now walk down into this blast furnace, and come back to the other end. It feels like I was going to go naked with no protection right through that blast furnace filled with molten lava and things like that burning from the side. I think I'm not going to make it. That's what it felt like. It's not like that, but in my mind it felt like that, But I managed to do 8 reps, I managed to do it. I managed to come up the other side, and which is what I need. And sometimes I cannot do that myself, and sometimes I feel like, what kind of mindset do I need to get me into that, to give you that focus and like the out of you, to get over yourself so that you can do it and just do whatever you can. You're not going to die, just do it. Sometimes it's hard for me to get that, or like to do that. I don't know if some people can themselves, but I was thinking like, how did you do it? How do you find it? And I think anger is some part of it. It's anger. You gotta get angry. You gotta get angry. Just get in there, do it. Don't overthink about it, and stop being a little bitch. Really, stop being a little bitch. So I mean, then anyway, going too much into the motivation and mindset stuff. But then we did lunges, and I swear down, I did my first set with the lunges, and I was just all over the place. I took 30s. I should have started with the 20s. I took the 30s. I took one step. I felt like there was no power. I felt like I was going to fall over. I took another step. It's the same. And I was like, you know what, Amy, you've done me good here. I'm done. I'm spent. I'm proper spent. I got nothing left. If there was anything left, there's nothing left right now. Probably what's left for me is to be able to get in my car and go home. So she did a set. I did my set with the 30s, as horrible as it felt. And then what happened next? She goes to me, right, you got two options. You can either go heavier or stay with the same weight for the last set. But if you stay with the same weight, you're going to do little lunges, you know, 1 foot in front of the other, lunge, 1 foot in front of the other, lunge, all the way and back. Or you can go heavier and you just do normal lunges. And again, I'm being cornered. I feel like I've not been given my rights here. I feel like this is not fair. I feel like, you know, and I was just, you know what I mean? I feel like I should write an essay, you know, a letter to everybody telling them like, look, this ain't right. This is not fair. I deserve to stay on the same weight, if not a lighter, because I can't even barely do that set with that heavyweight. But then nobody's there, you know what I mean? Nobody's there to take pity on me. Nobody's there. Nobody's asked me to be there. You know what I mean? It is like when you're really down and depressed, and you know, you not so much depressed, but like when you're really down, you're weak, everything is going against you, and you know, you feel like, you know, where's my rights? That's what I felt. But there was no rights. The only rights that I got given was either stay with the same weight, will make the exercises harder, or go heavier and get on with it. You know what I mean? That's the only right I had. That's mad, man. I'm laughing about it now, but at the same time, I was furious. It made me a little bit angry in a sense. And I think that's what made me actually do the 35s. And when I actually did the 35s, I did them with conviction. I was like, right, this is it. I'm going to do this, and I'm going to get out of here, and I'm going to go have a little whinge in the car, and then I'm going to be all right well, for the next 6 days or so. But actually, when I did the set with that kind of mindset, I smashed it. It felt good. I had more energy. Not more energy, but I had enough to do it. Because I kept saying it's just one more step at a time, one more step. I was more composed with the 35s than I did with the 30s. And it just goes to show it's a mindset thing that, especially within me, I need to develop it more. I need to have a strong mindset. I need to have a strong, I don't know how you get that, but I need to go to that place. I need to go find that place where you think, you know what, no matter what, let's go. Yeah. Anyway, guys, so that was the workout. And for the next 6 days, I can't wait to just enjoy, do chest, do back, do shoulders, you know, all the good exercises. I can't wait to do that. And then we get back to legs again, and as well hamstrings. All right. Well, anyway, guys, I hope you've enjoyed the video, and I hope you guys have a good Christmas. You enjoying your holidays with your family. Eat, and then yeah, start thinking about what you're going to do next year, your gains, your goals, where you're going, your fitness, health. And yeah, and once again, I'll see you guys later.